Stouffville avenged a loss on their own ice with a big win. It looked like Buffalo was going to go toe-to-toe with them, and then the wheels came off in the third. What happened?
Well, it was kind of a funny bounce at a 1-1 tie on their power play. The defenseman kind of turned to take the puck and looked like an interference or an offside play, but we have to be able to bounce back after that. At the 2-1 mark, we pressed a little bit. They got another, by their standards, probably a pretty good goal. It doesn't really matter 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. I mean, at that point, a loss is a loss. But I think our guys showed themselves very well tonight. It was a very, very hard-fought victory. I mean, for them. We thought that maybe a better result was going to come our way, but funny hop, and it's just the way it goes sometimes.
The scoreboard might not show it, but Parker Gahagan came up with some huge saves in this contest.
He did. He had. We limited their opportunities. They have the leading scorer in the league in the Finch boy. He ended up getting the 5th goal, I think, some garbage time. But we did a very good job of rotating off the walls, going pummeling back through the middle, taking there's not many odd man rushes tonight. So I was proud of our guys. It's just one of those games that just slipped away from us.
The team was already missing Andrew Podoralski, and now Josh Keelik looks like he's going to be hurt. What's the story on Josh?
Well, he's going to go for an MRI on Wednesday. We have a little bit of a break now. We don't play again until Tuesday. We have some practice time to kind of. I don't know if we're going to have to heal some wounds or maybe get some fresh bodies in there, but we're down a few guys, and we only have 3 full lines. We need 4 to go, and 5 defensemen. So. It's difficult, but good teams have to find ways to get through it, to tighten up our system a little bit, and we have to be very, very good with the puck to win games.
The league has cut downs coming up for all the teams, and you've got some tough decisions to make.
Well, we do. We're pretty lucky with our roster size. We've never been one to kind of go overboard, and we've had a lot of changes this year, but roster-wise, we're still fine. We don't have to drop anybody or anything like that. We need some empty cards to be able to sign some players, through the end of the year. We're worried about Ryan Stainer with the concussion. We're worried about Josh with his shoulder. Andrew's out for another 2-3 weeks. So, these guys are not lost to us for days. They're lost to us for weeks at a time.
Well, you've had to call up quite a few people from the under-18 team, and who do you think's really shown and stood out among your call-ups?
Well, we've called up Carl Lester, the defenseman. He showed very well. Nolan Sheeran, he's done extremely well. He's ready to play. He's doing very well with them. And Michael Crowley played today. He's another 94. He's a strong skater. He's got a bright future. So. We're going to explore that team a little bit more, obviously, in the second half of the year with some of the injuries that we have. But, we're excited to use those players.
You talked about a long break coming up. It's 8 days until you see your next opponent. That's the Brampton Capitals right here on home ice. And tell me again about the importance of giving some of your banged-up players the rest.
Well, all of them, and maybe a little bit of a mental holiday as well, because if you look at our schedule, we have some real tough games coming up, and we're going to have to stay on the road for a couple days, have an overnight trip in Oakville and Burlington. So, some very, very important victories that we're going to have to go earn before the Christmas break.